York Watergate. It's one of my favourite buildings in the whole of London, mainly because it's so remarkable that it survives. This was built in 1626 and it's the last remaining Watergate that actually went onto the Thames. This was also built and designed by one of my favourite designers, Inigo Jones. He was an incredible architect, but also did master plays, built a banqueting house, and was very much involved in bringing back the first classical buildings here. So this must have been revolutionary at the time. The story here is quite an interesting one. This was actually built for the first Duke of Buckingham, and it's interesting because James I, King James I himself, gave 200 tons of Portland stone to the Duke. Now, the Duke was described as being the most handsome-bodied man in the whole of England, so this is quite a remarkable building in that it actually symbolises a relationship just as much as it symbolises one of the rarest surviving Watergates here on the Embankment. Looking at the rustication and the design of this, you know that it's a Watergate because you have the shells representing the idea of the sea on the tops of the capitals here, and you have the Duke of Buckingham's crest right in the centre there. The interesting thing is that by the time it got to the second Duke of Buckingham, he had lost his fortune and the house had to be demolished. But there was one proviso. The Duke wanted to have the streets that were going to be built here named after him. So if you look at the streets, you have Buckingham Street, Villiers Street. It's quite interesting that that's the last part and vestige of this house that used to stand behind here.